the name. I put on the Jets, the coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time, be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork, fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. It's Geis on the counter. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Kill.
Working from the gun. It's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
54 Mike. Pick it up. Gun. Slam. Wide. SOS.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He's scared. Check. Hey, Fresno. Shit. 61. Matchbox lights. Gun. Off. Ringo. Switch. Check 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Gun.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He is going to find Hill here. Jaguars. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Saints nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Man out. Let's break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Here's Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Shotgun now for Breeze. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line, apparently. He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I don't even know why this team. Gun. Check nickel. Hey, Steamer.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
2. Here it comes.
Right there, 54, right there.
To throw is Cousins. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Yellow. Watch the screen. Hey, dude.
Watch the screen. Mike's 54. All day.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Here we go.
Cousins on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints' 44-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you. Shoot.
Check 31.
Play fake. Cousins. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
You go tight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Lucky 48.
3 buzz. He's crashing.
Good route here.
Checking crash.
Play action now. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Check 3. Hey, switch gears. Alert 3.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Brees going to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
Gain of 17 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brees. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Brees now to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, New Orleans.
Ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Hey, kill. Over. Check. Kill.
They fake the give. Here's Brees. Catch made by Slayton. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Saints 1st down.
Ready?
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
I'm coming after you. Good work, boys. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Jaguars' 30-yard line.
Ready? 95-56. Check. Ready? Shit. Hey. High 7.
Now Brees. That's complete to Slayton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. Brees now 6 of 10 in this 1st down. He's got his guys a 1st down here. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Darius Geis, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Troy Apke. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Darius Geis, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
That's good for Jaguars. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Shahad, ready?
Mike 5-4.
Yo. Two. Hey, seam 6.
54 Mike.
Gun.
54 is Mike.
52 jet bombers.
Cousins now from the 50. They complete it to Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, no, easy. Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Gun.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
We're going. On
2nd down, Cousins again. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
11. Check. Kill. Tighten up. Under 10. 6. Bullet high. 3. Hey, kill.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
To throw, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check three.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go, 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the 1st half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Breeze now. Wide open receiver complete. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Darius Slayton, 83 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, 2nd half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the 2nd half.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I'm on. Check 24, check. Hey, we're good. Check, cross.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, Steamer. Hey, Haywood. Mike 54. You ain't got nothing.
Now Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken just inside the 10.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team.
This is caught inside the 15. That one good for 37 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Oliver, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Check.
25, check 25. Check 25. Check 52.
First down. Here's Cousins. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Turn it up.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Two.
Check 3.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike's 54.
Hey, Alpha. Gun.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Watch the slant.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Come on.
49, check 49, check 49.
Out.
Check. Yellow.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Danny.
First.
54. Mike's 54. Yeah, that's right.
Cousins now. He's got his man. It's Curse. And the ball is knocked out. And he's brought down.
Eventually recovered by the offense. Result of the play, first down and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Wide, get wide. Jammer.
Hey, good route here.
Right there, 54, right there.
Gun.
Hey,
yo.
Hey, get in the weight room. Kill.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go, boys, bring it up.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Slam. Deuce.
Gun.
Wise motion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
On 2nd and goal, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Hey, watch that. Check gun. Mike 54.
He don't know no better.
Hey, no, easy.
Mike 54. All day, punt. Mike 5-4.
Now Cousins. The quick slant caught. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Check.
Gun.
Hey,
Ringo 48.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
It's just me. It's just me and you.
Check 13. Check 13.
Switch.
Check 50. Rhino. Gun.
Back. Watch the edge.
They'll try and run for it. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Check. Hey, wahoo.
They'll run with Geis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
You kill.
Switch.
Check 4. Mike 51.
Now a run with Geis. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. This is where we came from. Ready.
Switch.
Check 37. Check 37.
This is Geis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Cut. Switch it.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We're good. Line 4, ready.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 15.
It's a gain of 53 yards. First down, New Orleans.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Get him, boys.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Come get some. Come on. Hey, kill. Check nickel. Big edge.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll wind up getting 8, but it's not enough. 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Saints, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Living up on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. They try, keep a different vibe. Ride down the tide, you ain't never know. You ain't never try, work it out. Hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They play the way with my crew coming through. What I do?